So I made my first Japan Stories video like way back in December, I think. You know, it might have actually been like the 4th animation I ever made, come to think of it. But to give a summary to all you new people out there, I've been living in and around Tokyo since I was about 18, and now I'm almost 30, so I'll let you do the math on that one. Needless to say, but you know, I'm gonna say it anyway, I've been around the block a few times. After over 10 years, you know, the honeymoon is over, the sort of childlike wonder of like, wow, it's Japan. Long gone. Not that I don't like it here, it's just, you know, I mean, Japan's just a regular place, for the most part. Now, whether these things are Japan things or just like, I'm not the majority anymore things, I mean, it's probably a little bit of both, to be honest, but anyway, over the years, I've seen and experienced a lot of things that just make me kind of go, what? Now, obviously, it's not everyone all the time, 100%, no question. Everyone's different and special in their own way. Rest in peace, Mr. Rogers. But there are definitely some trends that are hard not to notice. One thing that happens a lot is that Japanese people love to compare themselves to foreigners, but at the same time, there seems to be a lack of self-awareness around these alleged differences. For example, Japanese people, in general, love to advertise themselves as like shy, quiet, humble people. But like if you walk into any shop or restaurant or just move like 2 inches in any direction, the first thing they do is yell at you. Excuse me. Irashaimase! We Japanese are very shy and quiet, not like you loud, boisterous Western barbarians. Hey, welcome to the store! Time sale, buy 12 things, get 1 10% off! So that's why Japanese people all feel a little uncomfortable being around big, loud foreigners. Because you see, actually, hey, come on in, buy something! Did you get a bag of tissues outside? Whatever, have some more! You know, something I hear a lot, or at least a lot more than I think I should, is like, Japanese people who meet me for the first time, they usually say something like, wow, you sure don't act very American. You're almost a Japanese. Like, what does that even mean? All I was doing was sitting down, not talking. What exactly is it you think Americans, and of course by extension all foreigners, because you know, that's how things work apparently, what do you think we do? Like we all just bounce around with a backpack full of McDonald's Big Macs yelling random elementary English phrases to each other? This is a pen! How are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Or there's this pretty common stereotype that like foreigners are smelly, which I mean, sure, after sitting on an airplane for 14 hours, let's see how you smell, okay? I think we're all a little bit right, but whatever. But if you've ever ridden the morning or evening train in Tokyo, which, you know, I assume most of you haven't, let me just fill you in on what it's like. First, no matter what train you take, everyone in the entire city is riding in your train car, and it's just bathed in a philharmonic of sensations. Coffee, cigarettes, whiskey, old dudes who haven't brushed their teeth a day in their life. It's magical. But one foreign guy forgets to put on deodorant one time and ha-ha! See, foreigners all smell so bad. Eek, sexy. I hate sharing trains with them. Yeah, okay, fine. You and your 3 remaining teeth, all of which are brown for some reason, you can take a different train. No complaints here, my dude. But you know, to be fair, the stereotypes and general lack of common sense or just plain like wrong information that I see from Western people about Japan is perhaps even more bizarre. I mean, just to be honest here, like some of you people out there have the most ridiculous ideas about what Japan is like. Let's take one I see on the internet all the time. Japanese game shows, okay? First thing, there is no such thing as a Japanese game show. At least not in the way that you're thinking of it. All those like funny, weird videos you see online, like Slippy Steps or like whatever people said it was, all that stuff, that's basically just the Japanese equivalent of Whose Line Is It Anyway, okay? It's professional comedians or just like general celebrities doing a comedy bit on a variety show. Like, imagine if someone who didn't understand English at all watched Whose Line Is It Anyway and thought, wow, Americans sure have weird game shows, because that's basically what's happening here. You know, honestly, I don't know why this stuff annoys me so much, but like, here we are. Okay, having a lack of detailed knowledge about another country, it's not really anyone's fault, I guess, but still, like, I don't know, imagine if someone went to San Francisco during a Pride parade, and they just assumed that it was like that all the time. Okay, actually, this is a really bad example, because like, San Francisco kind of is a Pride parade all the time. But you get what I'm saying. So many people think of Japan as this like anime, manga, alternative fashion mecca. But like all that stuff is regulated to one specific part of one section of one district in Tokyo. Like for real, you try that stuff anywhere else, you're getting eye rolls and cold shoulders. I mean, you think weebs have it tough in the West? Japanese people dislike otaku nerds even more. Like somehow at some point in time, the West just embraced this like anime, manga, video game nerd culture movement, and it's way more accepted over there than it is here. Honestly, you want to live out your otaku cosplay dreams or like whatever it is you do, trust me, just stay where you are. Now, I could go on forever because I mean, I got like an endless number of stories and thoughts and feelings. But living outside the US geographically and outside Japan socially, it gives you an interesting perspective on two countries that both kind of just live in their own bubbles, more or less. But I'll say this, and I say this pretty much every time I talk about living abroad or leaving Japan or like whatever, but you know, I'll say it every time. The world is a big place. Go out and have an adventure. Now, speaking of going abroad or like whatever, this video is brought to you by HiNative. HiNative is a language and culture Q&A platform where you can ask questions to native speakers about their language, their culture, anything like that. HiNative supports over 110 languages, so whatever country or culture you're interested in, they probably got it for you. I mean, seriously, just look at this list of languages. It goes on forever. Look at this. You can ask questions about like the meaning of words, help with grammar. You can even record yourself saying like a phrase or whatever and have the native speaker help you with pronunciation. Like here, I decided to ask, how do you say this is a pen in Italian? And literally within like 2 minutes, I got answers. Okay? It's that simple, that quick. And get this, the core set of features is completely free to use. You can just sign up with Android, iOS right from your browser and start learning a new language or culture within minutes. So if that sounds interesting to you, click the links down below, download the HiNative app, and start broadening your horizons today. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. So like I said in the last video, I'm still working a full-time job for now. It was pretty busy for the last couple months and that project thing ended, so I had more time than usual, or more time than I've had. So with this video, I wanted to try some new stuff. The energy explosion thing you saw in this video, that was actually what I wanted to do in the last Riverdale video, when he said, "Are you serious?" and then things come out of his eyes. That, like, I didn't have enough time to do what I wanted, so I was like, well, I'll just make some energy, some lightning come out of his eyes or whatever. And with this video, I wanted to go back and like make the sort of energy explosion the way I wanted it to, which took way longer than I thought it would. So last year in October, Natsuko and I went to LA for a month, well before my channel took off. So most of you probably don't even know or remember about that or anything. So we went to LA, we drove around like Las Vegas and San Diego and stuff. And one thing that struck me, a lot of big American cities have a lot of like vibrance or a lot of like character and sort of like artistic like vibe or whatever. And like Tokyo is so boring compared to a lot of these cities. Like we went to like somewhere like Santa Monica. I mean, obviously Las Vegas, but like somewhere like Santa Monica. And it's built so like, it's just like a really cool kind of like artsy atmosphere. Like Tokyo has like no place like that. And so that's kind of one of the things I noticed is how like Tokyo, as far as like architecturally speaking, is really boring. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow my dog Charlie on Instagram, Charlie Meets Pumpkin. My wife posts there every single day. Follow me on Twitter. I try to respond to everything I get. So if you want to send me something, you want to say a little hello, don't be afraid. Just send it my way. I'll be streaming on YouNow once a week. So if you're interested, download YouNow and give it a shot. And above all else, have a great day, everybody. And I'll see you all next time.